President Trump bashed late-night host Seth Meyers after one of the comedian's segments.
Myers discussed Trump's speech to the U.S. Navy aboard the aircraft carrier USS George Washington. The late-night host made fun of this specific moment. Take a look.
I know a lot about these ships. I know a lot about these things building. I want to know catapults. Which is better, the electric or the steam? They're spending billions of dollars to build stupid electric. And the problem, when it breaks, you have to send up to MIT, get the most brilliant people in the world, fly them out. It's ridiculous. The steam, they said they can fix it with a hammer and a blowtorch. And it works just as well, if not better. And I love the sight of that beautiful steam pouring off that deck. With the electric, you don't have that.
And here was Myers' reaction.
Move over, handshakes. There's about to be a new Wikipedia article. Guy spends more time thinking about catapults than Wile E. Coyote. Next. Gonna start complaining about how our troops don't tie themselves to rockets anymore. We used to strap our soldiers to the rockets and they loved it. But then everything got woke and they said you can't tie a person to a rocket, but we miss those days and we're bringing them back. I'll try my best to explain the gist of what he's talking about in a new segment we're calling Seth Translates Trump to English.
Trump then blasted Meyers on Truth Social, writing, Seth Meyers of NBC may be the least talented person to perform live in the history of television. In fact, he may be the worst to perform live or otherwise. I watched his show the other night for the first time in years. In it, he talked endlessly about electric catapults on aircraft carriers, which I complain about as not being as good as much less expensive steam catapults. On and on he went, a truly deranged lunatic. Why does NBC waste its time and money on a guy like this? No talent, no ratings, 100% anti-Trump, which is probably illegal. I would like to say that, I would like to admit, and I'm going to be very embarrassed here, that I don't know enough about electric versus steam catapults. I wish I knew more, because this is very much something that fits within my wheelhouse. Catapults, medieval architecture, medieval weaponry, siege warfare. So I was pleased to see Trump's enthusiasm for this subject and to express a strong preference. I do not know enough. I'm not informed to agree with or contradict him, but I like the spirit. But I didn't even really mind the Wile E. Coyote joke.
It was funny,
from Seth
you laughed.
Meyer.
He tried to really hold it in. He tried to
chuckle
curl his lips in.
Because I like Looney Tunes and I think they're funny. This was not the kind of pathological anti-Trump humor that I find cringe and that he's inveighed against in the past. So I would not, on this basis, have decreed Seth Meyers to be subject to being propelled out of the castle by a steam catapult.
I like that you said don't know enough. I wish that our president would use those words often. He obviously doesn't know.
Well, maybe he does know him.
No, he doesn't know enough about late night TV. He said that it was live, and Seth Meyers can't do a
We're
good
talking
job
about
live twice.
I'm glad he knows
Seth
something about
Meyers is
catapults.
not live. He doesn't tape the show live. He said this is the worst live performer. This man's not a live performer. It's a taped television show. Every single late night show is taped around 4 p.m.
Well,
he's been on
it's
plenty of
taped
them.
as if live.
Okay, but it's not a live television show. It's not like he's performing
This is
live in front
actually
of an
live.
audience. This is live right now. It is what it is. So maybe he should just wait a second before he goes on rampages on Truth Social. You know, it reminds me of when you got to talk to your grandmother. Like sometimes my grandma would be in the comments of some of my friends like, oh, you need to pull your shirt up or whatever. I'm like, Grandma, get off Instagram. I don't want you on there. President Trump sometimes might have to pause on the commentary on social media. He's declaring things like other countries are testing nuclear warheads and they're actually not. And then the Pentagon's not responding. He can wait a second on social media.
All I know
that's my biggest thing
is
right
that
here with this.
defending the kingdom is the foremost job of the
don't have a
leader.
kingdom.
And defending it from the barbarians at the gates, from Mongol hordes or Turks or whatever it is, requires catapults. So I am glad the leader of our great nation has a functional understanding of how catapults work. This would have been very welcome news.
And I'm going to just take this, the other position
people.
on this entire argument is that he doesn't understand that his own party doesn't like to cancel people. So if he would please stop trying to cancel late night hosts that say one thing that he doesn't like about them, we can all move forward. He can continue talking about catapults. They can continue clowning him for that speech, and then we could all move on, right?
The catapults just got 10 feet longer. Anyway, that does it for us today on Rising Live. Aren't we having fun? But please look out for more exclusive YouTube content coming your way later today, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe to The Hill's YouTube channel so that you never miss any content. And for those of you who like to listen while on the go, we're now available anywhere you listen to podcasts, and we will be back with you tomorrow. See you then.